Laying on your belly, legs straight, arms however is comfortable, head however is comfortable. And just feel your belly press into the floor as you deeply breathe in. Have your big toes touching, let your heels kind of flop open and relax your legs. Continue to breathe. Notice as you exhale, the belly pulls back towards the spine. Couple breaths here, just settling into your space. As always, bring some proudness, a smile to your face. You made it to your mat. Enjoy the next hour of practice. Continue to breathe. Maybe bend the knees, let the knees go side to side, or the bottoms of the legs rather, windshield wiper. Your mind starts to wander, take that big belly breath, press the belly into the floor, and take the time to exhale. The intention today is ASCENT, climbing that mountain, climbing those steps along the way, enjoying the journey, the views, the memories, the experiences along the way. So we'll end up in Savasana at the end of practice. You can think about it as a circle, a cycle. We're climbing a mountain to the top, completing that goal. Enjoying each pose along the way. And then relating that to your life as it trickles out. Taking advantage of the moments. Slow it down and breathe. Have your arms by your side. Let your legs go straight. Get your legs kind of saluted in a sense, so the heels are up, tops of the feet are flat, legs are straight in line with your hips. So the tops of the feet are flat, on the ground. And let your forehead be on the ground, and turn your hands so the palms are down. And just gently start to look up and peel your chest up. The bottoms of your hands can stay down. The tops of your feet can stay down. Just gently look up. A little back bend. Squeeze the shoulders. Let the heart shine forward. Get the shoulders out of the ears. Let the fingers reach down towards the heels. And you can relax down. As you go up and down a few times, warming up the back, the spine, everything with the breath and the body, connecting. Option to let the tops of the feet hover, squeeze the glutes, legs are one tail. Maybe a few rounds, just practicing that lift. And eventually, maybe not today, lifting the hands up as well, finding that locust pose. Above else, keep those shoulders pulling down towards the hips and that neck long. And if you're looking way forward, maybe just look 6 inches in front of your mat. It'll feel like you're looking down in a sense, and get that neck a little longer. Remember to exhale completely, let go. Maybe you take a breath and just relax there. Keep flowing up and down. Option to hold it up there, maybe for a breath. See how you do. As your belly fills up, you might rock a little or move a little. Heels are close, maybe one more lift. And as you've had your fill, get your hands underneath your shoulders and press your hips back towards your heels. Child's pose. Toes touch, knees can be wide, forehead down. Find that belly breath. Maybe the belly presses against the thighs a little bit more. As you exhale, feel your heart sink down towards the ground. Let your hips sink back towards your heels. Walk your hands back. Go back to kneeling. See how you do just for a moment. Stack your head above your heart, above your hips. If that's comfortable for you, you can stay there if you'd like. Or you can let the feet kind of come through and sit down on your sitting bones and crisscross your legs in front. Your option. Let your hands be comfortable, shoulders squeezing back. Gaze point whenever you need it for balance. Otherwise, maybe eyes closed, staring at your third eye in between your eyebrows. Let your right ear fall down towards your right shoulder. Chin down towards your chest. Roll it over to the left shoulder. And back up on top. Take a breath. Get your shoulders back and down. Left ear down. Relax your chin down. And right ear over towards the right shoulder. And back up on top. Sit up tall, arms out to T. Cross your right arm over the left, or towards the left. And gently hug it in. And let the right arm be straight. Keep that neck straight. And take a breath. Arms out to T. Find your inhale. Lift your heart. Wide wings. Left arm crosses over towards the right. Hug it in. Next breath in, open it out. Find that big wide T. And close out in front, arms straight, palms touch, chin down. Open out, breathe. Arms out to T, lift your heart, maybe look up. Round forward, exhale. 2 more, opening up, breathing in. Closing, exhale. Open wide. Lift that chest up to the sky. And then close, exhale. Open out wide, fly a little, find that wingspan, a little bit arms down, a little bit arms up. And then take your arms all the way up. Look up, palms touch over top, arms by your ears, and hands down towards your heart. Take a breath. However, make your way possible up to your feet. That's a weird way to say it. Mountain pose at the top of your mat. You can always adjust where your mat is. Make sure you have a good gaze point. Toes forward. And I urge you to close your eyes whenever possible so you can be in your own zone. Feel those toes. So a little bit of weight goes forward, and then realign your body, hips tuck and lift the heart. Keep those lower ribs in. Sweep down on the floor like chair pose and lift up to the sky. Stand up tall, back bend at the top, and fold forward, exhale. Chin to your chest, come all the way up, arms up, reach up, and fold back down. Bend your knees, let it go. Chin to your chest, come all the way up, chins last, reach up, and fold. We're going to flow now. Exhale, flat back, inhale. Fold, release, hands to the mat, hop, jump, or step back to plank. Your choice of flowing, push up, down. Maybe you take the time to set up that lotus again, back bend, lift. And down dog, hips up to the sky. Pedal it out. Warming up with a little flow, right leg to the sky. Bend the knee, crunch it in, up to the hands, warrior 1 feet. Take your time, come on up, arms up. Find your breath. Open wide, warrior 2. Open those hips, warming up everything, moving. Flip your right palm, reach forward, revolve it back. Find that big stretch, maybe first time today. Straighten that right knee, find that full extension. Both legs straight. And then bend into the right knee, cartwheel down, frame the front foot. Right leg back, down dog, pedal it out. Breathe, left leg to the sky. Crunch it in, bring it up to the thumbs, warrior 1. Find your feet, and lift your arms. Find your breath. And open warrior 2. Arms out in T, relax your shoulders. Flip your front palm, revolve it back. Find a stretch in your left side. And then straighten the left leg so both legs are straight. And then bend back into the left knee so you can cartwheel out, frame the front foot, left foot back, down dog, and take a flow. Tons of options. You can always drop your knees down and do tabletop cat and cow. Moving towards chaturanga up dog, we'll all meet in down dog. From down dog, take your time, right leg to the sky, solid, big breath. Exhale, crunch it in, foot up to the hands, warrior 2 feet, set yourself up, revolve open. And straighten the right leg. See how your hips feel. Bend back into the right knee. And transition to warrior 1 as the left toe turns forward a little. Arms are optional, maybe all the way up by the ears. Keep your hand, or take your hands to your heart. And balance up on the right leg. Take your left knee up to your chest. See if you can ninja kick it out in front. Put a footprint on the wall in front of you. Pendulum, swing it back. Find your airplane, warrior 3. Just warming up the body, practicing and breathing. Step way back, warrior 1. And straighten that right leg, prepping for a pyramid. So both hips forward, maybe you step the left foot in a little bit. And fold over that right leg, hinge at the hips. Hang out there for a couple breaths. If your feet come up, just step in a little bit. If you can't quite touch the floor, yoga blocks are good. Or have your hands up on your upper thigh. Relax your head. Yeah. So left toes are facing forward so the hips can turn forward. Bend into the right knee, find runner style lunge. Nice long extension, long spine, long back leg, left heel reaching back. Plant your hands, step your right foot back, down dog. Relax your head. Continue to breathe, left leg to the sky. Crunch it in, up to the hands, warrior 2, open wide, settle in. And straighten the left knee. Your hips are shining towards the long edge of your mat, along with your shoulders. And you can look forward out past the left hand. Bend back into that left knee and transition forward, warrior 1, as the right toe starts to shine forward little by little up towards that right corner of your mat so your hips can shine forward. If you need to step in or step wide, you always can. Hands to your heart, balancing up on the left leg. Bring your right knee up to your chest. Nice time to open your eyes if they've been closed. Find that gaze point, belly in, lift your heart. Straighten the leg, put the footprint on the wall in front. Pendulum, swing it back, airplane, warrior 3, balancing. You could always tap the back toe down and then just lift the heart as gracefully as you can and practice one way at one side at a time. Warrior 1 as you step back. So warrior one feet, the right toes are pointed towards the right corner of your mat. Start to straighten the left knee, setting up for pyramid. You might step the feet in, the toes might turn forward a little bit more, hinging at the hips as you fold over the left leg. And your hands might just come to your thigh. It might be a very gentle fold. One day, hands on either side of your foot, nose towards your knee. Breathe where you are. Bend the left knee a lot, plant the hands, runner style lunge. Watch the knee never goes over the ankle. Long leg, long spine, full lungs. And plant the hands, left foot steps back, down dog. Take your flow, waving forward to plank. You can modify, lowering like a push-up, elbows stay close. Hover above the floor, chaturanga. Tops of the feet flat, lift the heart, up dog. Hips up, down dog. As always, if you need a little breather, mentally or physically, take child's pose. Otherwise, pedal it out here. Use that heat you created. Stretch the backs of your legs. Lots of engagement in the thumbs and the pointer fingers. You can bend your knees a whole lot. Get your spine long, heart back towards the knees, armpits back towards the knees. Head down. Big breath. Notice what comes up physically. Send a breath there, send a movement there. Notice what comes up mentally. It's usually silly, and just laugh at yourself. Come up high on the balls of your feet. Hop, jump, or step up to your hands. Forward fold. Hang, sway. Make sure your alignment's the best. Toes forward. Head hanging. 3 flat backs, lengthening out, lifting up with your breath. Squeeze your shoulders back and release, and take the time back into your fold. Rolling up, find mountain pose, take your time. Shoulders, chin, neck, and head are last to stack. Shine those palms forward and breathe. Spread your right toes out so you have all the surface area that you can work with. Balancing on the right leg, pick up the left knee out in front, trying to get it in line with the hip. Flex the ankle underneath. So if you get your thigh to be a table parallel with the floor. See how you do? Unbending that knee, straight leg out in front, still flexed ankle. Even if the leg's super low, the leg's strong, you're standing up tall. Maybe you can pick up that left leg a little bit. Pendulum, swing it back, find your airplane, warrior 3. So one day you'll look like a capital letter T. Until then, just keep your body in a perfect line, teetering over that balancing leg. And play around with that teeter and get it to go all the way forward. Find standing split, hands find the floor, left leg in the sky. Point that left toe behind you now. Make some circles in the sky as if your leg's a big pencil. Relax your head. Make those circles go the other way. Your leg's a big marker, drawing circles in the air. Takes a little brain power because you're upside down and you're moving your leg. See how you do? Come back up towards your warrior three gracefully, using your muscles. And pendulum, swing it back up. You can hug that knee in towards the chest. Left knee hugs in, standing tall. Optional, let that knee go out to the side if you want to open the hips, still pulling the knee up towards the armpit. Maybe the right hand's on your hip now or out to the side. And just stand up a little taller, take a little bit more of a breath, feel good about where you are, and we'll meet in mountain pose. Come down, settle in, realign, and breathe. So take advantage of the surface area your toes can create, so spread those left toes wide. And start to pick up the right foot. Right knee comes up towards the chest. See if you can get the knee in line with the hip so the leg, the thigh can be like a tabletop parallel with the floor. Ankle right underneath the knee, flex the ankle. A lot of work here. And just breathe, do your best. If you catch a half a second of balance, see if your mindset can be in joy mode. Straightening out that right knee. Put the footprint on the wall in front. Or maybe one day the wall in front might be towards the ground now. See if you can pick that leg up just a little bit more. And pendulum, swing it through. Warrior three, balance, airplane. Lots of options with your arms here. Just balancing on that bottom trunk of a leg. Keep the hips squared. Heart lifting. Remember, you'll one day be a capital T, so the upper body and the leg are in a straight line. It's diagonal probably now. Going through that T, see if you can go towards and fall towards standing splits. Hands meet the floor. Right leg in the sky. And we have the cushion, so it's a little easier to trust. Let your head relax and point those toes behind you. And you can make circles in the sky. Big circles feel nice. Little circles are challenging. My teacher always says make quarter size. So small. Other way, if you haven't already, let your head relax. Enjoy an exhale in your standing split. And transition, make your way back to Warrior 3, releasing the weight out of your hands, coming back up to that balance, airplane. And then come back up to standing, hug that right knee in towards the chest. Enjoy the stretch. That heat you create within your body, use it to lengthen your muscles and help ease your soul. Maybe that knee goes out to the side. Opening the hip, keep the heart forward. And transition and gracefully come out, shake it out, maybe twist a little, move your shoulders, stretch your toes. A lot of work on that bottom ankle. And meet at the top of your mat, toes forward. Sweep the floor, reach all the way up, back bend at the top, and fold all the way out. Forward exhale. Flat back, lengthen out the spine. And fold, release, hands plant, hop, jump, or step back, and flow. Downward facing dog. Big breath, right leg to the sky. Keep a long spine, maybe the bottom knee bends a little bit, left knee bends a little bit, the left heel can reach towards the mat a little bit more. You took away a limb, so the arms have to compensate, but keep the shoulders even. Bend the knee, open the hip. Trying to stack the hips. Open the center and breathe. Crunch that knee in towards the left elbow, crossing under. See if you can hold it there for a sec. And then let it go over towards the right elbow. And then slide it down to the right wrist. Swing that foot over towards the left wrist, setting up for pigeon. So one day that right shin will be parallel with the front of the mat. It doesn't have to be today. Settle your hips down. The left leg will be straight behind you. Right ankle goes towards the left wrist. And right knee comes down towards the right wrist, onto the floor. So that outer leg can touch the mat as the knee opens out to the side. Keep the hips squared. Just be mindful your hips stay squared. Breathe into that big stretch. If you can come down on your forearms or your head can rest down in any manner, you can lower. If you ever go down and then you realize it wasn't for you, you can always go back up. Big belly breath fills up that space. Walk your hands back or get yourself back up so your hands are planted, heart's lifting up, and let yourself fall over to that right hip and swing that left leg around. So we're going to do a little twist. If you just want to sit up and crisscross your legs, you can. Otherwise, the right foot will go on the outside of the left knee. Sit your seat down so your hips are centered. If it's too tight for the right knee, you can straighten the right leg and the left leg can just be crossed on top. Yep. Use that left knee to sit up tall. Reach the right arm up, left arm behind you, and then twist over to the left. Maybe use that right hand as a little extra assist. Look back past your left shoulder. Relax your arms and twist and breathe. Shoulders down. Stacking the best you can. Twisting and rinsing out. Exhale out that stress and tension. And unwind back to center. So we're going to end up in down dog, but if you want to go with me, put your hands over to the right. Pick up your seat. Let your feet pivot around. You're to the back of your mat in a straddle. Keep on twisting. You'll end up with your legs in that opposite way that we had them. And then just shift forward. Get your legs back to plank and hips up, down dog. Wave forward to plank. Make sure you have nice spacing. Hips back up, downward facing dog. Yep. Left leg up. Enjoy that stretch. You can always take the right knee down. Keep a long spine. Bend the knee, open the hip. Feel the stretch as your hips stack and your center opens there, stretching all the leg muscles connected. Extra balance in your arms. Crunch that knee in towards the right elbow. See if you can hold it there, crossing under. And then bring the knee over to the left elbow. Slide it down to the left wrist as that foot kind of scoops forward or swings forward towards the right wrist, setting up for pigeon. One day the shin will be parallel with the front of the mat. The outer leg, the outer ankles on the mat. Yep, square up the hips, long right leg. Maybe you go down on your forearms or head down. Don't let yourself fall over into that left hip. Keep the hips squared. If your head's just hanging, maybe you can stack your hands so your head has something to rest on. Use the time within the pose to breathe deeply, feel that intense stretch. Use the time and the length of your exhale to relieve some tension in those areas, opening up your hips here. And start to come back up, hands plant, lift your heart a little bit. Let yourself fall over towards the left hip. Swing that right leg around, or the opposite way that you did before. So lots of options. Maybe the left leg is straight. In any regard, the right leg is crossing over and the hips are planted and you're sitting up tall. You can use that knee for a little extra assist to sit up. Reach your left hand up, right hand back, twist to the right. You can bring the left hand down on the right knee to help assist with that twist as you look back over your right shoulder. And if your spine went diagonal, see if you can stack back on top, head, heart, hips. As you exhale, it'll almost let you twist that little bit more. Stay in the best alignment. Inhale fills up all those little spaces and gaps. If your old shoulders ever creep up in your ears, rest them down. And untwist, back to center. And just uncross your legs, maybe just a standard crisscross, and crawl through, find tabletop. You can take a couple cat and cows there. Take a flow from down dog. And from down dog, hop, jump, or step up to your hands, forward fold. Chin to your chest, wait or roll up. Take your time, arms up when you get there. Lean and sway side to side. Pause to the right, take a breath. Come through center, pause to the left, take a breath. Back through center, back bend, pause, take a breath. Arms by your ears, look up at your thumbs, hips forward, feet still, balanced. Hinge and fold, bend your knees, exhale all that air. Flat back, lengthen out. Fold, exhale. Hands to the mat, hop, jump, or step back to plank. Move through your flow one of the last times. Lowering exhale. Chaturanga, tops of the feet, back bend, lift, big breath, shoulders back. Hips up, down dog. Stay in the rhythm of your breath. Right leg to the sky. Crunch it in towards the nose. Warrior 2 feet. Spiral open as beautifully as you can. Keep that flow revolving back. Cartwheel down. Frame the front foot. Pause. Find your runner style lunge so those left toes turn forward and you get in the habit of repositioning the hips and squaring them. And then warrior 2 feet back with that left toe out to the side. That hip turns back open. Warrior 2, open up. Revolve back. Cartwheel out. Runner's lunge. One more time. Warrior 2, open up. Revolve back. Enjoy. And flow out. This time, right leg back. Down dog. Maybe flow. And flowing might just look like a little wiggle or a stretch. As you're ready, left leg to the sky. Crunch it in, up to the hands. Warrior 2 feet, come on up. Revolve it back with your breath. And cartwheel out, frame the foot, runner's lunge, pivot on the back foot. Let the hips shine forward, different position. Then warrior 2, come on up, open the foot, spiral open the hands, revolve your warrior back. Enjoy your flow, come out, frame the foot one more time. Open out, warrior 2 feet, arms to T. Take the time to revolve it back and stretch. And cartwheel out, forward, plant the hands, left foot back, down dog, flow in any manner, and hop, jump, or step your feet up, and sit on down, roll on back, hug those knees in. Any heat you built, keep it. Maybe you want your socks or your sweatshirt close. Hugging your knees in, rocking side to side. Let your arms go out to T. Continue those knees side to side like a big rainbow around your body, twisting. You can settle to one side and take a couple breaths there, looking the opposite way. Big toes touching. You can relax the bottom knee all the way down if you settle in. As you twist and use your core, keep your belly in, even as we cool down and move towards our resting pose. Keep the integrity and alignment. Once you feel the ground and you settle down, you can always release those muscles associated. If you get to your twist and you want to straighten the bottom leg and kind of rinse out a little more of that standard twist. Use these moments to get out any lurking tension, wherever it is. Move that body part. Send a breath there. Send it with positivity. Feel free to use the wall for your savasana. to do legs up the wall. Feel free to return to your belly or use a different position on your side or sitting up as your resting pose. Get as much support from the earth as you can. We have the ability to move, the ability to balance, the ability to be focused and mindful through it all. You did that. Check that off. And now's the time for the real benefits to soak in a sense. After you do all the hard work, you climb that mountain, you do all those steps that are hard, make you vulnerable along the way, challenge you. You get to the top, remind yourself, oh, it was all worth it. And in our practice, however the practice goes, whichever you choose, easy or difficult routes, we always have this moment, these moments at the end, Savasana, to kind of recap, be proud, you made it. All the movement you created, moved the energy. Now let it settle down in the right spot, the proper spot, the spot that you want. Feeling good, going with the flow, enjoying the experiences along the way. Your feet flop open, collarbones melt. Enjoy these moments, let everything go. Take a big breath. Slowly wake up. Feet, fingers, face. Stretch your limbs. Move and wiggle according to you. Maybe windshield wiper along the way. Fetal position on your favorite side. Take a breath. You're getting your second wake up of the day. On point mentally, the way you want to be. Press yourself up to your seated position. Sit up tall, aligned, feeling good. Let your shoulders squeeze together and slide down your back to lift your heart up. Palms open on your knees. Fresh breath in, filling up. Exhale it out through your mouth. 2 more. In through the nose. Fill up. Seal your practice. Hands to your heart. Arms reach up to the sky. One last breath together. And bring it down. Bow forward. Namaste. Take your time.